Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Roches.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Gung-ho is a word I know, means things are just beginning. Woo! Birth of a child, the wildness of youth, and the turf in the first inning. Coffee in the morning or Chinese herb tea, the farmer is the one works best for me. You can't be gung-ho if you're hungover, broken-hearted, beaten down, eating crow, Mr. Brown. Gung-ho, gung-ho, gung-ho is a tale that's told with a see you later to the fold. Got my guitar, the farther I go, and I do mean to be bold. Playing in the subway or a frat party, I ain't gonna be nobody's secretary. You can't be gung-ho if you're hungover, broken-hearted, beaten down, eating crow, Mr. Brown. Gung-ho, 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 I'm not your ordinary guy. Gung-ho, just don't ask me why I'm doing anything that I'm doing. Gung-ho, gung-ho, gung-ho is the thing I got when the girl, she got me going. Birth of a child, the wildness of youth, but the bank book isn't showing. Give me money, how am I gonna get there? I'm supposed to be a little common sense would be a good thing for me. You can't be gung-ho if you're hungover, broken-hearted, beaten down, eating crow, Mr. Brown. Gung-ho, 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 I had me pie in the sky. Gung-ho, now I'm not sure if I am doing anything that I'm doing. Gung-ho, gung-ho, gung-ho is the way I was when things were just beginning. Birth of a child, the wildness of youth, and the very thought of winning. Everybody said that I would be okay, not one of them standing it to this day. You can't be gung-ho if you're hungover, broken-hearted, beaten down, eating crow, Mr. Brown. Gung-ho, broken-hearted, beaten down, eating crow, Mr. Brown. Gung-ho, broken-hearted, beaten down, eating crow, Mr. Brown. Gung-ho. about. Boys not our age are standing. We are Maggie and Terry and we spell our last name R-O-A-C-H.
What are you looking at? No, is it kind of like a, gee, what the hell happened to them kind of a thing?
As I went out walking one fine
Thank you. Oh. Yeah, this next one came about because we were going to a gig that we had already played at, and we didn't have any new songs. So I went into the bookstore at the airport to buy a book, to copy something out of. That's really what it is. I bought a book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, Powerful Lessons in Personal Change. It's a #1 bestseller, 10 million copies sold. I guess the guy who wrote it has his share of personal change. There's a quote on the cover from the editor-in-chief of Success magazine, Steve DeGarmo. Steve DeGarmo. I wish I had met Steve when I was young and pretty. I might have tricked him into marrying me. You may think that's a mean way of thinking. And sweetheart, I know that you're right, but I'm on a long, lonely road to nowhere tonight. Well, I read the book, and as you might have suspected, I have none of the habits of the highly effective. As a matter of fact, almost to a T, I'm exactly the opposite of who I should be. Am I laughing or crying? After all these years of trying, I'm on a long, lonely road to nowhere tonight. The stars are shining bright. Who made the rules of the world? And why am I such a big bad rule breaker? Always giving the joint away. Heart and soul with no taker. It's a long, lonely, long, lonely, long, lonely road I'm on tonight. But I recommend this book for those who may wish to call a rose by another name. With a gentle tip for a very tough game. The more things change, the more they stay the same. Yeah, I'm laughing and crying. After all these years of trying, I'm on a long, lonely road to nowhere tonight. But it's alright. Don't you know that long, lonely road to nowhere is a powerful lesson in personal change. Highly effective, too.
to me. I'm so impressed with you that you still read books. It's amazing, really. I mean, jeez, the number of things that I've had to give up doing. And books went a long time ago, really. I mean, I'm just so busy these days, filling forms out and things. I mean, really, like when I think of the things that I used to do that I don't do, I mean, I don't watch television. I don't have a television in my house. Oh, actually, no. I mean, as much as I would like to take credit for there being a virtue here, it's actually a kind of an embarrassing story that reflects badly on me, which I am about to tell you. I was just in my apartment one day, and I just looked at the thing, and I don't know what came over me. I just grabbed it and pulled it out of the wall and threw it out the window. And I live on the 40th floor of a high-rise right in central Manhattan. So you can imagine what I thought as soon as I had done this. I was like, oh, my God, I'm going to get in trouble. But oddly enough, I didn't, Nobody said anything. It was weird. I mean, perhaps they couldn't. I don't know. There was no repercussions. But a couple weeks later, I was walking down the street, and I saw a store that had 50 televisions in the window. And actually, I must have been missing the television or something, because I stopped, and I just looked, And it was kind of nice watching 50 of them. I was thinking maybe I'd get 50 of them to replace the one. But there was the image of 50 images of a dog floating down the street on a lampshade. And so I thought, well, I'll write a song about that.
Did you ever ask yourself, how did we get here? Floating on a sea of sorrow, nothing else is clear. Nothing else is clear. And you might be a puppy dog. You might be a cow. Only love can save you, and only you know how. Did
Well, we were here 13 years ago, and since then, we've been going through our deconstructionist period. And we were working on a lot of different kinds of projects, and one of them was this thing called Zero Church, which is a very unusual collection of prayers that we started working on up at, what's the name of that place? Harvard. We were up there in Harvard, and we went around to like Cambridge and Boston area, and we asked people for prayers, which I really wouldn't advise doing. It's a very heated topic. And so we didn't really have an idea what a prayer was. And so you can just imagine we got a lot of different kinds of things, because really, what is a prayer? I'm asking. All right, you can think about it. But like, what I'm trying to say is that like, it was a very intense project. And just to give you an idea of how intense it was, the reason we called it Zero Church was that the address of the place we were rehearsing was 0 Church Street. Right, now you're getting it. So anyway, we're going to do one of these prayers for you now. And this one was really weird. We were given this prayer, and we were told it was written by Mother Teresa, which is so odd because I'm friends with her. No, hey, look, it's not that easy to become friends with me. And no, seriously, the thing that really solidified our friendship, and this is kind of personal, but I'll tell it to you anyway. I once got a letter from her, and it didn't have a stamp on it. No, I thought you were going to go like, I mean, it's obviously a miracle. No, it was the most incredible thing that ever happened to me, but I guess that you guys have really exciting lives. Anyway, when it came time for us to record all these songs, we had to get permission from all the writers of the prayers, and at that point, Mother Teresa was dead. So do you know Sister Nirmala, who took over for her over there in Calcutta at the orphanage? Well, she did, and she, I had to write to her and ask permission. And now I'm friends with her. And she wrote back and she said, no, I can't give you permission because Mother Teresa didn't write it. Now, I'm not saying that she was lying or anything like that. It's just that, like, everywhere we looked on the internet and everything, it said Mother Teresa did write it. So we just decided to chalk the whole thing off as a big mystery, and we put it on the record anyway. And then 2 weeks after the record came out, I got another letter in the mail, and this one had a stamp on it. And it was from a guy's lawyer. And we couldn't really figure out what it said, except for it seemed like money was involved, and we were freaking out because we didn't have any money. So it was like, oh my God, we're going to go to jail for the prayers. And then we thought, hey, it could be good for the record, you know. And so it was like a whole big drama. And what wound up happening was that I secretly emailed this guy, and listen to this, right? This guy, he lives in Hawaii, always has, always will, except for once. He went to Harvard in 1967. He went to Harvard and he wrote this thing, which was 10 rules for student council presidents. And he wrote it and then he forgot about it. And over the next 30 years, it traveled all over the world and somehow got attributed to Mother Teresa having written it. No, really, get this, okay? The way he found out about it was that he was at a business convention, and at the end of the thing, the leader of it got up and said, and now I'd like to close with a prayer by Mother Teresa. And the guy went up to him and said, hey, that thing you read by Mother Teresa, I wrote that thing. And the guy was like, yeah, I'm sure you did. But it does have something to do with Mother Teresa, because somebody told me that it was on the wall of her orphanage over there in Calcutta. And then somebody else told me that it was on the door of their refrigerator.
Self-centered, forgive them anyway. If you are kind, people may accuse you of selfish, ulterior motives. Be kind anyway. Be kind anyway. are successful, you will win some false friends and some true enemies. Succeed anyway, succeed anyway.
If you are honest and frank, people may cheat you.
Be honest and frank anyway. What you spend years building, someone could destroy overnight. Build anyway, build anyway. And if you find serenity and happiness, they may be jealous. Be happy anyway. The good you do today, people will often forget. Tomorrow, do good anyway. Do good anyway. Give the world the best you have. It may never be enough. Give the world the best you got. Anyway, just see in the final analysis, it is between you and God. Yeah, yeah, you and God. It was never between you and them. Anyway, anyway, anyway.
Well, we don't have a lot of love songs. I don't know why. But this next one is kind of a love song. It's sort of after, the romantic part of the thing has fizzled out into nothingness, really. But it's before the real hatred sets in.
One season I was born, fell down like an acorn. I am the only tree, and everybody leaves. I've got to get away from you.
Well, here's one by our friend Paranoid Larry from New York City. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I had no shoes and I complained until I met a man who had no feet. That's really Pete. I had no feet and I complained until I met a man who had no knees. That was his disease. I had no knees and I complained until I met a man, and you know what?
He had no butt.
I had no butt and I complained about it all. And then I met a man who had no balls. I had no balls and I complained until I met a man who had no guts, no balls, no butts, and now no guts. I had no guts and I complained until I met a man who had no heart. The most important part, I had no heart and I complained I did not understand. And then I met a man who had no hands. I had no hands and I complained until I met a man who was a wreck.
He had no neck.
I had no neck and I complained until I met a man who had no chin. Some folks lose, some folks win. I had no chin and I complained until I met a man who had no nose.
That really blows.
I had no nose and I complained until I met a man who never cries. He had no eyes, I had no eyes and I complained until I met a man who felt no pain.
He had no brain.
I had no brain and I complained until I met a man who had no head. As good as dead, I had no head and I complained until I met a man who had no hair.
There was nothing there.
I had no hair and I complained until I met a man who had no hat. Picture that, not even a hat. I had no hat and I complained
no
hat. I met a man who had no sky.
No sky.
No reason why I had no sky and I complained until I met a man who had no stars. No Venus or Mars. And not any stars. I had no stars and I complained until I met a man who had no God. That's rather odd. I had no God and I complained until I met a man who had no faith.
Nothing just in case.
I had no faith and I complained until I met a man who had no love. Nothing to dream of. I had no love and I complained until I met a man who had no hope. At the end of his rope I had no hope and I complained until I met a man who had no luck.
That really sucked.
I had no luck and I complained that I had nothing left to lose. And then I met a man who had no shoes.
Well, oh my God. We got to get some beds up here. So, are there any like really old Roches fans here tonight? Oh, well, that's too bad because we're the new Roches, and no, but we're gonna do some of the really old ones for you now, and.
1, 2, 1, 2,
you clean the table?
I'll do the creams.
I'll get down on my knees and scrub behind the steam table. Where is on down the line? How far away? Tell me, I'm If you go down to heaven, you'll never come back.
Did you ever see a cat throw up? You know how it like throws up and then jumps back, like who did that? That's a little bit like what this one is. I like to watch TV and listen to the news and hear what everybody is saying. There's a lot of talk about God and peace and safety and war and fear, and there goes a girl in a bikini. This guy is saying that guy's an idiot, and she's on the right and he's on the left, and everybody's screaming and yelling at each other and calling each other jerks. It's a party. Who cares where the truth lies? Who cares where the truth lies? Guys dressed up in suits and ties, looking you straight in the eye, telling lies, but I really wish I knew what they were talking about. Meanwhile, human beings are being strung up on bridges, and little kids are getting their legs blown off, and young soldiers are coming home no more. And if you live in New York City, keep your eye on the sky, afraid to take a subway ride, wondering about the next time, the next time. Who cares? Who cares? So I look inside my own angry heart, the violent world of my misdeeds and my mistakes, my old messy heartbreaks and fantastic fakes, the good intentions paved in gold. Another war story gets told. I like to watch TV and listen to the news and hear what everybody is saying. I think that I'm a dove, but maybe I'm a hawk, and someday I will fly away. Who cares where the truth lies?
Will we be marrying instead of parting, or are you still singing the praises of waiting? I had a gift to bring, a simple little thing. I had a little fling that we won't be mentioning. Where is all this leading? Is there any meaning? Are we just careening I'm always wondering when it starts thundering, which is the better thing, to be still or running? You with the broken wing who fell down flying, how is it dancing with any older fling? Dancing with any I sit down on the train with my big pocketbook, the guitar, and a sugar-free drink. Wipe the sweat off of my brow with the side of my arm, and I take off all that I can. I am trying not to have a bad day. Now everybody knows the way that even though my baggage and I are using up a two-person seat, I'm not trying to be funny, but the guy who sits down next to me is even bigger than that. We are overflowing out of the seat, and I can't look at him, he doesn't look at me. Once you step on, you might never get off of the commuter train. Doesn't go very far away, but just the same, it's a trip and a My face is pressed up against the window, and through it I can see the reflection of the train. I spy on the big guy sitting next to me. He's drinking 2 beers and reading the New York Post, trying not to get in my way. Now everybody knows the kind of day that is. He is miserable We are miserable. Can't we have a party? Would he rather have a party? After all, we have to sit here and he's even drinking a beer. I want to ask him what's his name, but I can't 'cause I'm so afraid of the man of the train. Once you step on, you might never get off of the commuter train. Doesn't go very far away, but just the same, it's a trip and a half. Get me off the train, get us off the trains.
It's one inspired by our dear old father, who every time you used to go in and ask him for something, he'd say, "Want not, want not." And he'd skitter out of the room.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Want not, want not, want not. 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 You can take my house away, I don't care. You can take my job away, I don't care. You can make my money, I don't care. Might as well make my boyfriend, I don't care. Want not, want not, want not. 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 You can take my picture, I don't care. You can have my attitude, I don't care. Limousine I never ride in, I don't care. Go ahead, fix my wagon, I don't care. Want not, want not, want not. Want not, want not, want not. Want not, want not, want not. Want not, want not, want not.
I wish there was a true love. I wish there was a great art. I wish there always was enough.
But I'd not want if I were smart.
I wish there was a true love. I wish there was a great art. I wish there always was enough.
But I'd not want if I were smart. Oh, want not, want not, want not. Oh, want not, want we took in the clothes. Nobody said very much. Just some old wild shirts and a couple of pairs of pants, which nobody really wanted to touch. Mama come in, she picked up a book, and Papa asked her what it was. Someone else asked, what do you care? Papa said, well, just because. Then we started to take back the clothes and hang them on the line. It was January the 30th. Everybody was feeling fine. The next day, everybody got up, seeing if the clothes were dry. Dogs were barking, a neighbor passed. Mama, of course, she said hi. Have you heard the news? She said with a grin. The vice president's gone mad. Where? Downtown. When? Last night. Hey, that's too bad. Well, there's nothing we can do about it, said the neighbor. It's just something we're gonna have to forget. Yes, I guess so, said Ma, and then she asked me if the clothes were still wet. I reached up to touch my shirt, and the neighbor said, are those clothes yours? I said, some of them, not all of them. He said, you always help out around here with the chores. I said, sometimes, not all the time. And then my neighbor, he blew his nose just as Papa yelled outside, Mama wants you to come on back in the house and bring them clothes.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I just do what I'm told, so I did it, of course. I went back in the house and Mama met me, and then I shut all the doors. Forever and ever, hallelujah, hallelujah. Lord of lords. and she shall reign, and she shall reign,
and she shall reign,
she shall reign forever and ever. King of kings,
forever and ever.
and Lord of lords.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
And she shall reign forever, forever and ever. King of kings and Lord of lords. King of kings and Lord of lords. And she shall reign forever and ever.
Forever and ever, forever and ever. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, really? Thank you very, very much. Oh. No, really. No, it was really nothing.
The very mention of your name, and we hear your voice. And when you dance, we came clapping your choice. In my dress, and my man in his pants. Yes, yes, yes. You have slurped up the moon with your mouth, and you've sent all the loons flying south. There's no more room in the spaces you went. Boom, boom, boom. Stop performing, won't you? Before I die laughing, please, please sit still. Listen to the sound of space you won't fill with your many talents, gallantly streaming tears down my cheeks. Oh, stop, please stop.
Well, thank you very much. We're going to sort of wind down here. What time is it actually? No, I'm serious about the time because but I remember one time seeing Yo-Yo Ma at Carnegie Hall. What? Oh God, why are you saying it like that? I don't think we can do that one.
The hard one.
To next time. You just have to wait for 13 more years. But I was saying, no, I was just saying, it's no big deal. I just went to see Yo-Yo Ma one time, and it was just amazing, beautiful. I was like crying. It was so great, the first song, and then 3 hours later, I want to kill the guy. So, we're not going to go on for too long, I promise. But we are going to do this very next one is one of the ones from Zero Church. It's one of those prayers, and it was written by a guy named Bill Barbeau from Somerville, Massachusetts. He's a firefighter up there, and he's also a Vietnam vet. And he wrote the words to this. This is his prayer, and Maggie wrote the music for it, and it's called A Prayer.
To the beat, I know as God, please help me to be a better human being.
Well, thank you all very much for coming to see us. Really, it would have been a lot different if you weren't here. It really means a lot to us that you came. I know how hard it is to get out of the house. And, I hope that we've really inspired you tonight to go home and, call up your brothers and sisters and see if they'd like to start a band with you. Go on the road for 30 years. Let us know how it goes. But really, we do appreciate it. We're going to go out afterwards and sign some CDs. Please don't feel obligated to buy any. You can just come up and say something nice. But really, it would be nice to just see your faces and say hello. So,
and actually, if you are thinking about getting a CD, there's a choice out there. I know there's our new one, Moonswept, which we brought with us. Thank you. And then there's the Zero Church one, which Suzy's been telling you about with the prayers. And then there's the CD that Suzy and Maggie made together. I can't remember the name of that one right now. Oh, I almost forgot. And then there's also my solo CD. So you see what I'm saying is that there's this choice. So you might be standing there and thinking, which song is on which CD? I mean, I don't know what makes you buy one CD over the other, but I know for myself, you get the CD and then you try to get the jack, the wrapping off of it, and you've gotten the wrapping off, and there's still that extra piece of tape there, and you can't get that. Well, my solo CD is the only one that doesn't have that piece of tape, on the side of it, just that,
Right. So like I said, we'll be out signing Terry's CDs afterwards. But really, I hope you know, really from the bottom of our hearts, really, we thank you for listening. And we're just going to play this one last one called Jesus Shaves. Jesus shaves, joins corporate America, gets laid off, grows his beard back, stays up late, sees a TV commercial about being a welder, makes a phone call. Jesus shaves, goes on an interview, does real well. He's got away with people. 2 years on, still an apprentice, not for long, it's graduation. Jesus shaves, puts his best suit on, gets a certificate, makes it official. Now he's a welder, wears a big helmet, twice a week now, Jesus shaves. Blessed are the ones who make peace, blessed are the ones who scrape by, blessed are the ones living holy lives, and here's to the rest of us who try. Jesus shaves on Sunday morning, religion after going to church. It's winter time, so he walks on water, digs a hole in the ice, and fishes for perch. Jesus shaves the scales off the fishes, has a few fillets and a couple of brewskis, thinks about the girl Magdalena in payroll, decides that he's gotta ask her out for dinner. Jesus shaves for work on Monday, goes to the office, gathers his courage.
Courage, Jesus.
He still don't know just how he's gonna ask her. Walks over to her desk, sees a picture of her boyfriend. Blessed are the ones who make peace, blessed are the ones who scrape by, blessed are the ones living holy lives.
how are you this morning? He asks if she knows if it'll snow or rain. She notices him looking at the picture on her desktop. She says it's her cousin who passed away. He says, that's great. She looks at him funny. He says, I didn't mean that. She says, it's okay. And then she smiles and they both start laughing. And that's when he knows it's his lucky day. Jesus shaves, smiling in the mirror. Magdalena is saying that they gotta hurry. They'll be late for work and the school bus is coming, but their daughter likes watching as Jesus shaves. Blessed are the ones who make peace. Blessed are the ones who scrape by. Blessed are the ones living holy lives. And here's to the rest of us who try. Here's to the rest of us who
Thank you all very much. Thank you very much, really. Oh my God. Really, that's really way too much exerting. We don't like to exert, so we're not going to walk off and then walk back on here. This is going to be the big rousing end number here. Feel free to join in. And really, thank you once again. We'll see you out in the lobby. And 1, 2, 3, 4.
take out the papers and the trash, or you don't get no spending cash. If you don't scrub that kitchen floor, you ain't gonna rock and roll no more. Yakety yak.
Don't talk back.
Just finish cleaning up your room. Let's see that dust out with that broom. Get all that garbage out of sight. Oh, you don't go out Friday night. Yakety yak.
Don't talk back.
You just put on your coat and hat and walk yourself to the laundromat. And when you're finished doing that, bring in a dog and put out the cat. Yakety yak.
Don't talk back.
Give me no dirty looks. Your mother's hip, she knows what cooks. Just tell your hoodlum friends outside you ain't got time to take a ride. Yakety yak.
Don't talk back.
Yakety yak, yakety yak. Yakety yak, yakety yak. Yakety yak, yakety yak. Yakety yak, yakety yak.
you so much. Thank you. Good night.